the champion. Oh, deep six. That could be it. Delivers this deep six.
Good evening. This is episode 68 of the Deep Six Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am joined by Tommy, my co-host. It is Friday night. We are live coming off of a huge WWE SmackDown. But without further notice, we have a guest waiting in the wings. We are going to bring him on. Introducing B-Diz. B-Diz, how you doing, man?
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
I'm gonna pretend that I heard like all the clapping and the ovation and like all the background noise. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
You, man.
So sorry, we're not that technical yet. Hopefully we'll get there eventually.
Oh, by the way, your guys' intro for your show is pretty legit, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. So let's talk Money in the Bank. How about we? In my opinion, next to SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania, this is the biggest pay-per-view, and this is really like our summer kickoff.
Yeah, the Money in the Bank is in the top 4 pay-per-views of the year.
Oh yeah. Pat
I didn't want to cut you guys off when you were talking about it, but yeah.
Oh,
Pat
dude,
McAfee,
you're good.
He's so good. Like, do you remember when he was beating up the Undisputed Era? Like when he was on the microphone in NXT, he was like, Adam Cole, dead. Kyle O'Reilly, dead. Like, his mic skills are so good.
But before we move on, for those of you guys that are watching, this is episode 68 in the middle of season 2, and we are about to talk Money in the Bank. Before we do, make sure you guys like and share with your friends who are wrestling fans. So without further ado, let's start talking Money in the Bank predictions. We have I did not know where I wanted to start with this tonight, but let's jump right in. Championship matches, let's get that out of the way. On the Raw side, we have Bobby Lashley defending against Kofi Kingston. B-Diz, let you go first. We started talking about some of the things that were happening on Raw, and then the way it ended, Bobby Lashley flipping over the tables and chairs of MVP's
That shit was crazy.
VIP lounge. Yeah, it was. So he lost to Xavier Woods. So what's going to happen Sunday night? Does this title change?
Oh, man. So this is what I talked to you about when you guys hit me up last week. Is I'm a huge wrestling fan, but my predictions suck. Like, my prediction is I could probably have the worst record of predictions out of the 3 of us.
Oh, you'd be surprised, man.
Jeez, I appreciate that, man. So Bobby Lashley against Kofi. I'll do it quicker. Since Bobby Lashley lost on Raw, he's going to win at the pay-per-view.
Been winning.
Money in the Bank is actually my favorite pay-per-view of the year.
Oh, it's a great pay-per-view.
Because when you earn the briefcase, whenever someone cashes in on the champion, when they've already gotten their ass beat, already went through a long-ass match, and they kind of go in to pick the bones, but they earn that opportunity, when they cash in, that is my favorite moment of the year. Like, when they come in, after you already got your ass beat, hit your finisher once or twice, pin you, get the belt, and get the hell out of there real quick.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best moment of the year. And especially if there's going to be fans there, like, the pop is crazy. Like, literally, the roof goes, like, off the building when that happens. As soon as they hear the person's music that they know who has their briefcase, everyone loses their freaking minds.
I did my research. So those of you guys that are watching, make sure you subscribe to B-Diz's YouTube channel, SuperObvious. The moment
That is
you
it.
search for that on YouTube, his page comes right up. Make sure you check that out. Yes. There you go.
There's like 300 videos on there. Hundreds of videos. Hundreds.
A lot of work. Great art design. Great reviews of various different things that you had going on there.
I appreciate it. So let's talk about why Goldberg sucks. And
you know what? He needs to. I don't know why.
what they should do is hire Goldberg to come into WWE to do a match just to job. That would be great.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Pay Goldberg to wrestle and lose.
That's listen, Lashley's winning against Kofi this Sunday. That's happening.
Yeah.
He's going to keep the belt through SummerSlam. I have no clue when Lashley's losing this thing right now. I'd have to see. Okay, so we have Roman Reigns versus Edge. What a pop that he had tonight. Edge might be the most over WWE superstar in the organization right now, for sure.
For sure.
I have Roman Reigns winning, by the way.
Roman Reigns is gonna win.
I'll make my prediction. Somebody's changing their title. I highly do believe that just because of the fact that there's fans back. And again, the proposed SummerSlam match you can do, if it's Cena and Reigns or if it's Goldberg and Lashley, you can do one of those matches without the title and give them the title back the next month. So I think one of the two matches is going to have a change. I'll say Edge gets in here for a little fun reign, and then we'll give.
Yeah, you get to be you're the oddball.
Yeah, hey man, you gotta make it interesting for them.
You got to do that, man. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I do, and not even just as voting against the majority. I really do think because of the fans, and this is my, maybe the hope for the fact that WWE is trying to be something good now. Somebody's losing their title. I think of the two, it'd probably be Edge.
I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be Roman. I really don't. Especially with the seeds that they've been planting with Seth Rollins and Edge for the past couple weeks now. I'm pretty sure we're getting Seth Rollins versus Edge at SummerSlam.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could do what I think you could do is have Edge win. Have Edge beat Rollins at SummerSlam. Have Cena and Reigns beats Cena, and then Reigns gets the title back the next month at whatever's after SummerSlam.
Yeah, what is after SummerSlam anyway?
We have Google, guys. It's our friend. Look that shit up.
We have the Usos challenging the Mysterios for the titles on the pre-show this Sunday night, which
it's on the pre-show.
That's a hell of a pre-show match.
God.
But I have the Usos.
I'm done. I'm about to go. I don't want to talk anymore.
But I couldn't see Usos winning the titles Sunday night, and basically having Roman the champ, Usos your tag titles, and the three of them just reigning over SmackDown for a couple months.
They're really doing the SmackDown tag titles on the pre-show.
Yeah, and
that's so whack. I hate when they do title matches on pre-shows.
That result is going to be, to me, an indication of what's probably going to happen with the Roman.
It makes it seem, when they do that, it makes it seem like the titles aren't important. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to get this title match out the way right quick. I hate when they do that. I'm going to go on a rant for like 30 seconds. So the Usos are my favorite tag team. And before Jimmy came back, Jay was one of my favorite wrestlers on SmackDown. The whole storyline they had with Roman, everything they had. It's like, I really want the Usos to get the belts. And going against the Mysterios, they had the belts for a while, long enough to where if they lost them, it's not really a big deal. They could always try to get them back. And I really want the Usos to win. What's the next match?
AJ and Omos versus the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Titles. Omos, it's not even spelled like that, but I don't know why they call him Omos. But so okay, Omos. They do say Omos. So we got AJ and Omos defending against the Viking Raiders. I have a feeling the Viking Raiders might win it here.
No, I gotta retain.
Yeah, AJ and Omos, they're retaining the belts.
AJ and Omos, now I'd be down because I know it's going to happen at some point. Omos is going to turn on AJ, and it's going to be honestly, I could see it happen at SummerSlam just because they do need to fill out.
Oh, shit.
Like, this will be like another Shawn Michaels Diesel kind of thing.
Exactly. They need to
oh, shit. I never even thought of that.
I would honestly let it run. I would let it run, that friendship run for a while, at least for like about another year or so.
Yeah, I agree.
Through the rest of this year for sure.
Honestly, the fact that I predicted it going at SummerSlam. Like
until Omos is ready to do a singles career or whatever else they want to do with him, I think they should keep it together.
Never to do a singles career, but they just ran with it. I mean, Omos isn't terrible. I don't have a problem with him, but I don't know. The fact that I just know that they need to fill out the SummerSlam card and really we only kind of have two matches.
So there's two things with that. Is one, I agree with you talking about them being together for a while because Omos is with AJ. He needs to stay under his wing for a while. And two, they don't need to break up anytime soon because the tag team division is really messed up. So
there's really no tag teams. Why do they have women?
Said
they have no tag teams. There's no tag teams anywhere.
The only reason I said that they could split up at SummerSlam is because WWE loves them.
They cannot split these guys up though.
Yeah, that would be a huge mistake. But it wouldn't surprise us because they ruin good factions and tag teams all the time. The Hurt Business, the Iconics. They broke up the Iconics. Oh, God. Yo, we can book this shit better than them. They should pay us.
Rhea Ripley defends her women's title against Charlotte. I think I have Charlotte winning here. I know, Tom. I know. I don't want it to happen. But she just got the title. But Charlotte must pose, and they must somehow book a big match for SummerSlam.
Wayne, I'm telling you right now.
They're not going to have Rhea carry that belt into SummerSlam. B-Diz, what do you think? Who should carry that belt, Charlotte or Rhea into SummerSlam?
I gotta go outside and just scream at the moon real quick. I'll be right back. So, as far as my wrestlers, Charlotte is actually my favorite female wrestler.
She's got go away heat for me, but she's great. There's no denying that.
She's so good at being the B word with the star at the end. I do think she gets like shoved into almost all the important matches.
That's the problem that I have.
Yeah, and even me liking her so much, it does get annoying when it's always her. Who do I think will win? Who do I want to win? I actually want Rhea to keep the belt. Charlotte doesn't need to win the belt. Either way, after this match, I don't know if you've seen the stuff online. The whole Rhea and Charlotte needs to be over after this. But it almost can't though because Charlotte's not going to really do anything except try to be the champ. So I don't know if they're going to try to maybe whenever we have the draft, which is complete BS, the way they do that anyways. The whole copy paste matches over and over and over, which is why I don't really watch Raw.
That's been the big problem for Monday Night Raw.
But again, it's like if she's not going for the championship, say she loses to Rhea Ripley, what is she going to do next? I don't know.
And who's the heel in this program? Who is the heel between Charlotte and Rhea? I feel like 1 week Rhea is the heel, the next week Charlotte's the heel.
When Rhea and Charlotte had that match, Rhea got herself DQ'd, and the way they tried to justify it was Rhea was like, "Oh yeah, Charlotte, I just did what you would have did," which was kind of like, I don't know. It's like I kind of care, but I kind of don't because we've seen them wrestle so many times. Yo, wait. So for this match, what are your guys' predictions? Who's winning, Rhea or Charlotte?
Unfortunately, I got Charlotte winning.
Unfortunately. That's all you got to say is unfortunately. You don't even got to say nothing else after that.
Gosh, Becky Lynch needs to come back like really bad.
Oh,
I really hope she does. She's coming back. She's coming back very soon.
Sunday night. Sunday night.
She'll be there. I guarantee it.
You'll see her on camera this Sunday night. I don't know what she's going to do, but she'll be there Sunday night.
I'm watching.
Probably I'm hoping to confront Charlotte. I would say maybe to confront Charlotte or one of the women's champions. Probably to confront Charlotte because we already got the women's title tonight for SmackDown. We ain't seen that Sunday.
Rhea Ripley, man. Let me get a fresh matchup. Let me get that. I'd much rather have that than her versus Charlotte. I've seen that. I got it on a DVD on NXT's Best Matches, man. I don't need that.
I know, but according to Vince needs that. He needs to book seats for Las Vegas.
Vince doesn't mean nothing, man.
They'll tear down the house. They will tear down the house at SummerSlam, and I would expect Becky to win the title then. I that's where I think it's gonna go. Yeah.
You think Charlotte drops the belt that quick?
Yeah.
Right.
But why do you think she has like 14 title reigns already? She's
care.
carried them for like a month.
I don't care.
While we're talking about the women, let's talk about our two favorite matches. B-Diz, your favorite matches of the year. Yes, the women's Money in the Bank briefcase match. The winner of the women gets a title match of their choice against the Raw or the SmackDown Women's Champion. So here's our field of competitors. We got Natalya. We got Tamina. We have Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Ash.
So I want, well, as far as if I can narrow it down to two, I want Nikki or Alexa Bliss to win.
Okay.
Between those two.
It might come down to them too.
That would be cool. First off, I like Nikki Cross's new character, the little superhero kind of gimmick. I like it.
That might be the first positive year I've heard of it all year.
I like. I mean, we're wrestling fans, you know.
And this
gimmicks.
is all Nikki's idea, by the way.
Oh,
Nikki
for sure.
Cross.
Good for her.
WWE did not force this down her throat. It was Nikki's idea.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if I had to choose one, I want Alexa Bliss to win. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't like when she was still with the Fiend. I think the Alexa Bliss segments were like my favorite part of Raw. Like if I was going to watch Raw, it was because of the Alexa Bliss segments.
The playground moments. Like those were good.
And then after she kind of like betrayed the Fiend after WrestleMania, I kind of started to not care about it anymore. And but for storyline, just because she has the whole supernatural element to her, I want Alexa Bliss to win. Ultimately, because of story, all the other wrestlers, Natalya, Naomi, you know, like, yeah.
Where they go with the women's side after this Sunday night?
Yo. As far as the powers, what would be really cool is like, what if there was a point like at the peak of the match where someone even like Zelina Vega, since she did get fired and she got brought back, what if she's climbing up the ladder and she gets all the way to the top and we think she's gonna win? The lights go out, the lights come back on, and then Bliss is just right there on the ladder and just slaps Zelina Vega off, grabs the briefcase, and wins.
You know what?
That happens, guys. I said it. If that happens, I said it.
That might happen. That's a good booking right there, actually. I like that idea. That could happen.
Give me my money, Vince. Give me my money.
He's the double cross. Malachi Black and Aleister Black in the same company.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Who knows how long Zelina Vega is gonna be there. If they don't treat her right, you'll see her right in AEW with her husband in a few months from now.
I just want Vince to give me my money.
So this is what I've been looking forward to getting to. This will be our last topic with you, B-Diz. We appreciate having you on. But this is the last match we're going to talk about. The most, in my opinion, the most anticipated match on the whole card. We have the men's Money in the Bank with Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, John Morrison, Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, Riddle, and KO.
Can I go first?
You sure may.
All right, so I have two choices for this. As far as the faces, I want Matt Riddle to win. I like him a lot. And as far as the heels, I want Seth Rollins to win. Seth Rollins is actually one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, I don't have a Seth Rollins shirt, but he's one of my favorites. And as far as talking about like storyline, if Seth Rollins wins, he could go against Roman Reigns if Reigns is still the champion, and they can have their match. They already have history. They've already had backstage segments where they kind of like, you know, they're kind of like talking, kind of bumping heads, kind of sort of. If Seth Rollins wins the briefcase and goes against Roman Reigns, that would be cool. And I like Matt Riddle a lot. He's one of my favorite faces. I'm sorry, Riddle. There's no Matt. Riddle. Yeah, Riddle. He's one of my favorite faces of the company. So either one of them, if they win, that would be cool. Everyone else, you know, Drew and whoever the hell is in it, I don't really want them to win. I want Riddle or Seth Rollins to win.
Wayne, I think you might want to take the lead on this one because I'm going out there. I'm going for a surprise.
Oh God, Tommy, I don't know if I'm gonna like his surprise.
Oh, you're not going to. Trust me, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Hit on that one.
So here's the story that they've been telling for many months now, with Drew McIntyre constantly falling short. Now he has no way to fight for the title as long as Bobby Lashley is champion. Because
he lost at the pay-per-view, he has no more opportunities.
Correct. No more opportunities. They've been telling this story for 2 months now. WWE constantly going out of their way to remind me that Drew McIntyre cannot get an opportunity anymore. I think I would say the favorite in this match, I'm going to have to go with it. You could state a case for many other wrestlers for sure. This is a good, unpredictable match. I think they go Drew McIntyre here, which he holds up the briefcase as a loophole around the fact that now he can get it another title match and randomly cash in on Bobby Lashley at WWE SummerSlam after Lashley defeats Goldberg. Goldberg spears Lashley. Lashley's knocked out. Out comes Drew McIntyre. Close the show. New WWE champion to close out SummerSlam. That is how it could very well go down.
Yo, what the hell just happened? What the hell was that? Wow.
So I feel like Ricochet and John Morrison are there for the enhancement talents of making an awesome Money in the Bank match with the spots. If they go John Morrison, I will flip my lid this Sunday night. I will wake up the whole house. It is going to be bad, and it might be a new soundbite for our future new introduction. Big E, he had a little bit of steam. You know what? If you want to make a fresh superstar here, you gotta go Big E. If you want to do that, Riddle, WWE's been very invested in Riddle as another guy that they could possibly put the Money in the Bank on. That would be pretty interesting. And him with the scooter and the Money in the Bank briefcase. But where and when they fit him in, I'm not too sure. I don't really think he needs that. I think there's still plenty of story to tell with him and Orton. Randy Orton and Riddle will probably win the tag titles, I think, at SummerSlam. So I'd have to say Riddle may not. He doesn't need it. Kevin Owens fallen short several times this whole entire year. This could finally be his, finally a breakout moment where he cashes in again, wins it and cashes in later on. And then what else we got? Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know. I don't know what the future.
He's like the least likely to win.
Yeah, and listen, he could be the major surprise too, as well. But I don't see it happening. And Seth Rollins, I'm not too sure about Seth Rollins. So I'm gonna have to go Drew McIntyre. I already gave my opinions on all the guys. I'm gonna have to go Drew McIntyre as the winner.
Let's talk about story. If Drew McIntyre wins and goes against Bobby Lashley again,
it won't be no match. I think it's just gonna cash in and then end it. I think he's gonna cash it in. It won't be no match. I think he's gonna cash it in and finally get that one up on Lashley.
Look at my face. One thing about Money in the Bank, what I like as of recently is whenever someone wins the briefcase, a lot of the times they cash it in like that night. Like they keep that urgency of time at 100, and that's more so why I like it when they do that. Not this year. Okay. I won't hold my breath for that then. I guess we'll have to just wait.
DLC 2021, December.
We'll just like wait.
24th, whatever, I don't know.
They'll cash in whenever they're ready, and we'll just wait and be here. We'll just wait.
Mr. Nitro himself.
No, I don't. And now, as far as now, Tommy, really quick, who do we say? Yes, let's get to your prediction. Let's talk about this. I need to hear this.
Mr. Nitro.
No.
Mundo, Mr. Hennigan himself, John Morrison, is winning in the most surprise of all time. John Morrison is winning.
John Morrison and The Miz have been the worst part of WWE Raw for the past 2 years.
I'm telling you, he was so good on Lucha.
Yo, again, what is happening right now? Like, what happened?
I'm going
What happened? You guys are killing me right now. No, but I like that though, because you guys are choosing people that are like the unexpected to win. Because besides, like you just said, besides Shinsuke, John Morrison, in my opinion, would almost be the second lowest to possibly win.
See, and that's the thing. Again, this is me totally.
This is where we like overthink and like fuck ourselves up. Like, you know what I mean?
This is me totally basing it off of, okay, let's say that.
You know what the good thing about what the good thing about this is, though, you could have a Raw guy win it. You can have a Raw guy win it, and the field is kind of wide open right now. You could so with the SmackDown, Roman Reigns is holding that title for a while. I don't see how they could take that title off of him anytime soon. I don't know. I don't know how you book that situation, but on Raw, I feel there's a lot more flexibility. We already talked about Drew, but maybe they go Ricochet.
No, John Morrison. Just stay with me, wait. John Morrison. Let me tell you, the only reason I'm picking this is because
if they go John Morrison, watch those ratings go below a 1.
Stop, dude. You didn't watch Lucha Underground.
No, but yo, Tommy, let me know why you think John Morrison's gonna win.
I think he's just saying it to get me rattled.
No, partially yes, but the only reason I answer that is because I do think that I'm under the impression somebody's losing their title. One of the major 2 titles is getting taken away. The only reason I say it is because we're at fans pulling back. They need a surprise. They need to build to Monday Night Raw.
I think the surprises are going to be because of appearances, not because of a title dropping.
I could see that, but I don't know. There's just a part of me that thinks there is a surprise. But if there isn't a title change, I think the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, because they gave it to Riddle, Ricochet, and John Morrison, there's somebody that we don't expect. That's why we
call me crazy, but I have a feeling we're going to see Cena do a run-in, by the way.
Oh, I fully agree.
And probably after the Roman Edge match is over.
John Morrison is a very, very talented wrestler. He's one of the most talented. I've seen videos on YouTube way back in the day where he does parkour stuff backstage to warm up. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, guys. So, and as we were saying, man, so how many title changes do you think will happen in the pay-per-view? If they play it safe, if there's only one, which may not even be one of the main titles, that would be whack.
I think it's Raw Women's and the men's SmackDown titles.
I kind of feel like the
By
main.
the way, who's the Intercontinental Champ? Oh, Apollo. We haven't seen him on TV in weeks.
Oh shit, we haven't.
Like that title means nothing right now.
I think it's been like 2 weeks, about 2 weeks since we've seen him.
This is my man right here. Johnny Impact. He can win it. He's gonna do it. I'm rooting for Johnny.
I kind of have this feeling that the main belts, like the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, both of those may not even change hands unless there is a cash in. And then, even though it's super rare, there might be a cash in, even though it's like 85% of the time they cash in and become the new champion. They might cash in and it may not. I almost don't even see Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns losing the belt.
Is that you with Melina and John Morrison?
If I had to choose between Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns losing the belt, I would think it would be Bobby Lashley. Roman Reigns being the champion is best for business.
Two can play at that game, Tommy.
Was that Melina? Well,
that was Melina.
Bro, I didn't pull that up from personal. Yes, I agree with you though. I do think Roman is, of all of them, is gonna probably retain.
No, but yo, Wayne, you're super right. It's like it's Money in the Bank, one of the main pay-per-views, and Apollo Crews, unless they throw it in last minute, he's not even gonna be on the show. You're not even defending your championship in one of the biggest shows of the year. Well, that's weird.
Listen, they could just kind of start. I just like, who's he feuded with now? Like,
it was Kevin Owens.
It was Kevin Owens, and now it's kind of faded out. Listen, they can easily hit the reset button on next Friday on SmackDown.
With the fans coming back, I don't think they're gonna do as much like filler bullshit anymore. They need to be back on their game at 100 because fans will be very expressive when they don't like something. You know, storyline, promos, matches. Like, WWE needs to go back to 100. like they don't get to play around anymore. You know what I mean?
SmackDown's doing a great job. They've been doing a good job for the most part for the past year. It's easier that it's 2 hours. I think Raw needs to follow that formula. Well, B-Diz, we want to thank you so much for hopping on. We talked about this day for a little while now, having you on, and we just wanted to thank you for coming on and sharing your input about what's going on with wrestling and predictions. For those of you guys that are watching, make sure you follow and subscribe. Stop being lazy, fans. I know you guys are lazy. For those of you guys that are watching, make sure you check them out. Hit that subscribe button. B-Diz, we want to thank you so much for coming on. Do you have any final words before me and Tommy carry on?
Yeah, man, you guys are pretty freaking cool. And subscribe to SuperObvious on YouTube. Follow me at It's the Rockstar on Instagram. Are we gonna do anything like are you guys doing pre-shows for Money in the Bank or after? Because I put you on blast if this is in the video. I would like to be a part of this conference call again.
Yes,
if I was
absolutely
acceptably okay or whatever.
Oh yeah, man.
You know.
We will have you back. Thank you so much. I mean, we're gonna have a post show. We do pre-shows and post-show. This is our episode 68 podcast. So we kind of lumped the pre-show and podcast together just to streamline time and what have you. But
I don't know how long the videos can be on here. We should do something to where it's like, if we're watching Money in the Bank or if we talk about Money in the Bank, we have to like drink every time we get a prediction wrong. So I'll probably be fucked up. That's my one F-bomb.
I'll let Tommy run that show. You might be better suited for that one.
I was in a liquor store for a reason.
B-Diz, I don't know if you know this, but we call him Tommy Hangman Smith.
Yeah, man.
My man.
B-Diz,
it's all in fun, man. It's just, if you get the prediction wrong, you just take a drink. It's not a big deal. You know, tomorrow might suck, but it's whatever. You're not gonna die. You just might feel like it. You know what I'm saying?